was posting this week, I did ADSK above this level, and it's one of my A+. But what was unique, I actually expose you the way I'm actually sizing. Position, certain program, certain formation, and the difference for the result. I got a few requests to speak a little bit about sizing and position sizing. That will be our topic today. So why should we do it? Why should we size it, and what do we need before that? So part of the process, when you have a successful, when you start to be a trader, you need to have successful playbook, meaning type of trade you did in the past, consistently they were okay, statistics show this. You get good result most of the time. And then of course it's much more than just regular trade that you follow somebody. Definitely you start think about start sizing it, okay? And if you have something special, definitely you have to be bigger, because this is the way it should be. We're going to talk about the comfort zone, you know, when you trade small amount and you consistently persuade yourself, this is the second job, this is enough, but this is not the way professionals think and do. Trading is a business, and you need to treat it the same. If you have a business and you want the business to grow, you're going to do everything that you can. Instead of exposing yourself to more client, whatever, you just raise your risk. Again, after you tested and after you show profitability. If you want to be professional, traders trade with edge. Edge is mean that you see the profit in that specific trade much bigger than what you can lose. And part of, and if we're going to go back to this table here, part of, you know, pushing your edge is when I have an A+ risk setup, I'm not going to trade it with regular size, and I'm not going to triple in specific. Again, those are trades can happen. This week it happened to me even 2 times. Sometimes it can be once a week and even out. I don't know, it's depends. I can play. Today I have a CRWD. Again, did it the same. I'm waiting for NTAP. Also candidate. Let's see if it will supply, but definitely if you have something and you wait for him. How do you do it? Slowly. The most common mistake is somebody that feel, there are 2 common mistakes. First, you size for everything, and this is totally wrong, because just because you had good few days, randomly doesn't mean that you're ready for sizing. So the sizing need to be specifically on trade, type of trade that you actually can say playbook. Reversal, view up, it's not a playbook, okay? It has to be specific things, for example, so to an ATR, some catalysts, some setups, some what you need to see, how many candles, what's the risk reward, how many institutional, how many percent of shorts. So there are so many things that you need to take, and I'm just saying about something specifically, but there's so variety. Now, when you have this suggestion, you have to raise like in 20% for 2 weeks and measure it. Sometimes you're not ready and you can see it in the results, suddenly you feel shaky, suddenly the results are not good. it's fine. If you need more time, it's fine. You never do something with pressure. You need to push yourself, but when you're ready. But again, just because you try and it didn't work, don't stay in your comfort zone. This is the worst, and I hear it from a student. I feel okay, and I did. I hear so many excuses that I don't have patience, really. And they know I don't have patience because it's all excuses. It's all things that to accept the situation, and you invent all kind of ridiculous idea about this. Again, beware of sizing too much. I've been with students that were not humble and size like if we start with 50, after a week they were in 300-400, and definitely they don't have the capability to hold it. The numbers different and it influence you immediately, and add to this, you don't have a solid playbook or A+ setups, and highway to hell. Another thing that you can think about sizing, for example, except strategy, time of the day. If you're a momentum, maybe at the opening, could be good sizing, lunch, different sizing. What about sizing when you're really good, you come back, and yeah, sometimes, you like to play. Let's call the kid in his name. You want to play a little bit, so it will be in a ridiculous size. Just, even if you're gonna fucked up, it will be ridiculous. Again, I don't tell you to waste your money that you did, but we know what we're talking about. So the sizing has to be. So use the same size all the time, every day, the same risk. Totally wrong. And after we talked about this, before summarize that, I want to introduce my one-on-one program, which we are doing this live. We're talking about sizing, of course. We're talking about risk management. We prepare the work plan, we trade, we analyze, we go back to trade, we analyze, in order to cause you to be a better. If you want to get some information, contact me. So main focus going forward, sizing is crucial to your trading development. Must be done in steps. Just don't run too fast. You need to have rules for different types of sizing. It's needed to incorporate with your trading development plan, like new strategies, new playbook, A+ setups. It's hard to stay away from your comfortable zone when you trade small, but again, if you want to be professional, definitely you need to. Of course, when you increase, you can get bigger losses. It happens. Again, it's part of. You definitely need to have strategy when your strategy is not working, let's say, so you don't have to lose the entire risk. But you learn from this, from every loss, even the bigger one, you learn, and then you become a better than you are. And definitely we need to let our trades to grow. When you talk, you just repeat what you already know. When you listen, you allow yourself to learn something new. Dalai Lama. Thank you for joining us on the 58th Mentoring 15-minute mentoring. And we're doing this because we need to crash our limited beliefs.